It's the Game of the MTGO Show.
What are we looking at here? What are we looking at here? Let's take a pack one, pick one Urza's Saga. Let's see if it does something here. See if it does anything good. I wonder if this band's still around, still touring. Of the many bands that have come and gone since the early 90s, 16 Horsepower had one of the more individual sounds, often described as Gothic country or Gothic Americana. They were closer in spirit to some of the darker bits of alternative rock. A lot of religious imagery, frequent subjects of lost conflict and guilt. Drew partly from Appalachian acoustic music. What are we jamming here? Basalt Monolith, Dak Faden. Something artifacty, huh? Follow the Saga, maybe. I've Saga'd for Zuranorm. I've done that. Yeah, it looks like they're super gone. Let's grab this here Mox Diamond here, Dungeoneer is great. It's even better if you can play it early. And Moxen play really well if there's a Saga, You can just stack Moxen. The more the merrier. I would be fine jamming an Omnath Stip Whirlwind Mix. But I wanted to do one non-stip before I did another stip. So if you're still around here when we're nearing up this one and want to donate for a Omnath Stip, I could do that. I'm gonna grab that there Talisman of Creativity. Those are artifacty colors. Hard Evidence also makes an artifact. Kind of cheap, Kind of on the cheap there. Hey, the Shek thinks the sub thinks there's 76 months. Our curve so far is looking less aggressive and more Urza-y, More big mana artifact. Hopefully we get an academy for that. Oh, shit, Well, I'm on this pack. I hope that prototype wheels. I'm gonna grab the Oko. But yeah, Bowmaster, Tarn, Twister. Twister's kind of hot with the Mox Diamond, actually. Be in your card, just fucking fire it off. Nuke 'em. Hey, you know what? Fucking Oko. Fucking Oko. Fuck you, Oko. I'm taking the Twister. Forensic Gadgeteer does go infinite with Basalt Monolith. I'm kind of into that. Also, Moonsnare prototype. Yeah, hopefully that Moonsnare wheels, It should. Looking at Battlesphere and Aether Spellbomb out of this here pack here. I'm gonna lean towards Aether Spellbomb because it is an Urza Saga hit. And that's something, That's not nothing. Some real garbage here. I'm gonna grab a C just in case we see Shieldred. The Orcs are gone, but Shieldred could still be sweet with Twister, Yeah, I can't remember if we've seen Hull Breacher. Would have been one of those early packs. Ghost Vacuum's another one for the Saga grab, so I suppose I'll grab it. You don't think so? Nice. Yeah, at some point, like, all of the drafts blur together. It can be hard for me to remember if I saw it this draft or the previous one. If I'm ever doing a serious draft, a lot of times I'm, like, making notes on cards I see and stuff. Help me remember, help me keep it focused. So I'm gonna throw that Zern Orb in the sideboard. That's what I'm gonna do. Entomb chilling here, What universe am I using that card? I'll grab the Crystal Vein. Some unfortunate later packs. So it'd be nice to find some mana sink for infinite mana, since we can make that. Some Ballista type card. Saturday night. How late should I stream? At least 11, right? 11 PST. What would that be, like 1 a.m. my time? Haven't done one of those in a bit. So right after you fall asleep, that's that could be done, Aaron. What time do you fall asleep? If that's not too personal. Yeah, there's a discard whirlwind. If you really want to make sure that I see it, you can post it in the stream channel. That workshop is mighty tempting, but we're gonna grab this Mox Pearl, huh? You pretty much never pass Moxen when you're jamming this this style of deck, huh? This style of Urza Saga deck. More the merrier with the fast mana. And ideally the workshop wheels, huh? We'll see. That Saga just got so much better. We have a real Mox here. The Steam Autumn Sale. What's on sale? Yeah, Force of Will and Coveted Jewel are the two standouts for me here. I think I'm gonna grab that Coveted Jewel. Real good chance I don't end up with enough blue cards for Force of Will. Sometimes you can, especially if you'd be like taking towards it, right? But right now we have two. Two's not very many. Let's grab this here Jewel here. Could go really well if the workshop wheels. Could take a Talisman here. Yeah, Talisman, whatever. Oh, Zerda's another card that plays well with Basalt Monolith, huh? Yeah, let's just fucking double up on Basalt Monolith. 2 infinites now. Hey, the Swift one thinks the sub thinks 82 months there. Mightstone and Weakstone, Relic of Sauron, and Upheaval are all real interesting cards. I think I'm gonna grab that Relic. That's what I'm gonna do. And then I think we're gonna get a real nice wheel out of this pack. Even if it's just sort of the mink. The Marvel deck building games on Steam? Really? I thought the Marvel deck building game was called like Legion or something. But I've only seen that one in paper. Yeah, Legendary, that's it. The upper deck one. You splurged on Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Yeah, I bought Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. I still haven't played it. I like fired it up. And then it looked like a lot of reading. I wanted another RPG to stream that had like a Baldur's Gate 3 vibe. People pointed me to that one. But it's all text instead of voice actors. And my interest faded a bit. Squadrons is great, especially if you have a VR. I do not. I do not have a VR. You discovered Balatro. You have no concept of time. Yeah, Balatro is pretty great. Thanks for the Lux Swift one. Grim Monolith. Hell yeah. So that's another infinite with our Zerda hum. UFO 50. Yeah, viewer recommended UFO 50. Played it a little bit. Kind of fun. Thinking about this Rafine's Tower versus Glimmerlands. I just don't know if we're going to have the creatures to trigger this. Let's get a sweeper up in this. Just a regular old Wrath of God. Yeah, Karn and Sunfall are the two big ones for me here. I'm going to take the Karn. Just like more Karn Strux, like Urza Saga, right? More the same, please. Disco Elysium. I'm certain I have that already. A lot of viewers have recommended that one, though. Yeah, it looks like someone named my workshops. That's a bummer, because we could definitely use it better than anyone else at the table. Hey, Scooby Doobies, thanks for 93 months there. Appreciate you. Pillars Deadfire. Yeah, I think I have that. I think I tried playing the first Pillars of Eternity and like fell off of it and didn't quite land. I like the idea of it. He uses a Pathfinder, right? A lot of folks like Saheeli, and it would fit well here. I think I'd rather have a counter, though. I don't think very highly of Saheeli. I've never streamed Jackbox games, no. The Divinity games are on sale. Fucking love those games. I'm with you there, Swift One. Oh, thanks, Twit. Thanks for that heads up. The front man of 618 horsepower is still active and touring with Woven Hand. Intense shows. Occasionally a bit too religious-y. Oh, I could see that for sure, yeah. This track actually came off of a black metal album that was recommended to me. And this is a random folk track in it. Oh, shit, what up? Hey, Mort, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 78 months. If we taken that Emrakul, I would like Nexus a little bit. But we did not. Little Mana Crypt action. We didn't get the workshops, but a Mox Pearl and a Mana Crypt is some fine acceleration. Fine indeed. I mean, we'll get that Academy. Thinking about Time Spiral. Thinking about Mind Twist. I wonder if Mind Twist is better than Demonic Tutor if I was going to splash one. We sure have a lot of fast mana, huh, for Mind Twist. The Rafine's Tower makes black. The Mox Diamond makes black. We just have a couple of other duels here. So Demonic Tutor could help me, like, actually pair my infinite cards together. I think I want that Mind Twist, though. Looking at Shorkai and Portal. I think Shorkai has a way higher chance of wheeling, so I'm just going to take the Portal here. Maybe we snag a Tinker. Maybe we just cast the damn thing. Yeah, Woven Hand sounds super fucking familiar. Let's look them up real quick. They didn't have Initiative in Time Vault in previous versions. Great got them. That's the biggest difference. Hello, Urza, huh? Hello, Urza. God, I wish that Workshops had come back to me. Looks like we're doing pretty well on playables. Yeah, Marsh Flats is not bad here. Metamorph's also not bad here. I'm gonna grab the Flats. I mean, this is good, huh? Might even end up hardcasting this dam at some point. Yeah, Strix, top. Maybe Imperial Seal, maybe Portable Hole. I've been pretty impressed with Portable Hole. We are very low on interaction, huh? Let's take the Strix. Hard to say no to Strix. Is Gleemox pack one, pick one over Soul Ring? I'm not sure that Soul Ring's like pack one, pick one regularly. I'm less convinced than most people on that one. I think my win rate with it is lower than a Mox. Which isn't to say that it's worse, just that my own personal win rate is lower. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get that late Academy. The Shadow Spear is pretty nice. Maybe we'll get a late Turtle, huh? Shadow Spear with the Saga tokens. Should be pretty good. Cure is another card that plays with Time Vault. Pretty fucked up. Been really impressed with Gemstone Cavern, so I'm gonna grab it here. I think Cure could work well with Academy too. It's not a bad Trinket Mage. Well, it's not a bad Trinket Mage, is it? I think it makes the main deck. Hey, the Shorkai came back. I'm into that. So we have a couple ways of making infinite mana. We don't really have a payoff for it. We're just going to be trying to kill people with raw card advantage. Yeah, draw 7 into Mind Twist could be good for sure. I think the Wandering Emperor is coming out. How the game's been? Game's been solid. We're like 5-1 on the day. Got a nice trophy with Reanimator. This deck could have used a cat hum. Cat, Academy, and Workshops were the big misses. We did see Workshops, but we took a Mox Pearl over it in pack 2. Would have been fucking phenomenal in this deck, huh? Just a Black Lotus every turn. I think I'm not cutting No More Lies. I might cut Mind Stone. Maybe I don't need Mind Stone here. I wonder if Mind Stone's better than Talisman. No, the Talisman helps with like the Urza double blue and such. We would not lose our sorceries if we companion Zerta. Just permanents. But like, you would lose Urza Saga, right? So it's just straight up not worth it. If you pretty much like never think of companioning Zerta, you will be correct. 99.9% of the time repeating. If you just pretend that that's not an option. Could cut Might Stone and Weak Stone. I think I dig it, though. I think I dig it. Yep, little Doc Watson there. I'm a big fan, too. Yeah, I guess I got the Mind Stone. Definitely don't need a mountain. How are we doing here, mana-wise? 4, 5 blue, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 blue. 10 blue's enough. I'd like more, but it's enough. Black source. How many black sources do we need? Like 5? Like Relic of Sauron makes double black tomb. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a bit much, but not a bit much for black. Could cut one of those for sure. And then how much do we need for white? It's mostly Zerta, right? So 7 would be nice. The Talisman creativity counts towards Zerta too, so we're just going to include Talisman and creativity in the count. And the Saga can find Mox Pearls. We're going to count Saga. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8's pretty good. Yeah, I'm just going to go -1 swamp, +1 island. That's all I'm doing. Bloom. I think this is my first time drawing Gemstone Caverns on the play. I don't like it. I don't like it as much. I'm going to send this hand back. We're like Trick Mage for Mana Crypt on turn 3 or something. We can do better. Sure. Hand needs an Urza Saga hum. Or a Karn. We'll see what this Strix finds me. Well, we got a lot of mana. So much fucking mana here. Let's give that a cycle, huh? Hey, the Roblem, thanks to the sub, thanks to the 30 months, the big 3-0. Yeah, let's fucking go. Really happy that Strix ate a removal spell. But I do hope I draw something good. That library is going to be turned on soon. Like, literal next turn. Man. You think it's time for some whiskey? It might be time for some whiskey. Draws like this, it might be whiskey time. The worst thing is, like, we have a bunch of draw 7s in the deck, which makes it very difficult to mulligan in these spots. But the opponent might just be sitting there with, like, 4 counters. If you were playing in paper, you'd be like, yo, show me 2 counter spells and I'll scoop. Let's move on to the next game. Keep it real casual. Last night, my opponent asked, how do you want to decide who goes first? And I was like, cut for high. He was like, what does that entail? It's like the most casual way of deciding who goes first. Both players just like cut their decks and reveal. So you just like do this, right? And you're like, oh, I revealed a 2. See who revealed higher. Some people get really worked up. They're like, well, someone's going to have an advantage because they're going to have a higher casting costs in their deck. And it's like, yeah, but both decks are half lands. Who cares? Who cares? Just fucking cut. Rolling dice and shit. Yeah, here we are. The old counterspell action. You did that all the time? Hell yeah. That's some lunch table shit, right? Don't even need to carry some dice around. Get a quick little peek at each other's decks. Yeah, seeing 1 or 2 cards out of someone's deck doesn't matter that much. Oftentimes, like, your friends that have like played each other a billion times too. Oh yeah, that was real common. JP Feinberg. Well, that mana crypt will speed things up a little bit. Yeah, opponents over there with their fucking Library of Alexandria, like, only I may draw cards. Moneybags McGee over there. I like saying even or odd, and then rolling like 10 dice. Just like, just fill the table with dice. All right, we're gonna send this one back, huh? We're gonna send that one back. Seems like a matchup for No More Lies, Fall from Favor, Wandering Emperor. It does not seem like a matchup for Ghost Vacuum. For my sweeper. Oh man, we got Mind Twist in here. That's pretty sick. Maybe we'll cut Shadow Spear. Yeah, let's cut that Shadow Spear. We had some sweet decks today. Yeah, some good ones. Did a value stip. Trophied with Reanimator deck. Hopefully I draw something to do with all this mana, huh? I know there's some in the deck because I just saw it. I just saw it when I looked through my deck. Turn 2 Mind Twist would be sick here. Match up well against that library, huh? Hey, that's not bad. This is one of your favorite DJ Needs to Take a Piss songs? Is that what it is? I wonder if I should just be drawing with the Karn here. We're kind of designed to double Karn struct, but I wonder if just drawing cards is better. Try and keep up with that library. That relic's not bad. It's kind of mana and gas, Well, those are back-to-back turn 1 library games. Played out a little different, though, Oh, right. Good point, Eric. Yeah, game 1 was not a turn 1 library. It was a turn 4 library. That was still just active because I didn't do shit. Probably not the ideal matchup to go to 5. It's not the worst 5. You keep like 3 lands and Shorekai and Relic and hope something resolves. You could go to 4 and just have a turn 1 draw 7 though. So it's very tempting to keep going. Very tempting indeed. Maybe we could rip a Mox or a Mana Crypt or something. Speed this hand up a bit. Oh, Dream Age isn't the worst. Not the worst rip here. This is something to do next turn, huh? You got it, friendo. Just trying to muscle stuff through now. Like if the Trinket Mage resolves, we would go get Mana Crypt, and we would just replay the Coalition Relic. And so we would go from like 4 mana to 8 mana next turn, which would let me double spell real nice. Fucking Dress Down. I will say, Dress Down, eating a Trinket Mage comes into play trigger is a lot better than it could be for us. Because Dress Down plays so well against our Karn Structs, right? And that is the best way for our deck to win a game. Some hot Karn Struct action. If we had a second white source, we would consider Wandering Emperor on the opponent's turn, and then on tap play a thing, try and get around counters that way. Try to overload them. We don't, though. We don't have a second white source right now. Not in a way that fits into the Wandering Emperor. So we've chewed through Reprieve, Memory Lapse, Mana Leak. We know they still have Counterspell in their deck. I think that's the only other counter we know of. Sure, they have more, of course. Fair enough. Well, let's see if they got a little something left for this Shorkai. Force Negation, sure. If they had Spell Pierce, I'd feel silly for not playing the Urza, but if the Shorkai lands, it seemed like there was a solid chance it did. Then it just kind of runs away with the old game. Athari's good. If we get that second white source for Wandering Emperor, we can exile it. Wouldn't that be nice, huh? Well, second white source right there. Just going to be bouncing it for a turn. Could protect the Urza by bouncing it, but I think this is more correct. We just like hope that they don't have the 5th land for it. They did miss a land drop or two. We cracking a clue? They are not. So they have 2 cards in hand. One of them is an Athari. We're going to leave No More Lies up here. They could have me covered if they've got like a counterspell and a Force Negation here. That's still 3 cards, though. They're cracking a clue in response. All right. They're still down to 3 cards now. It's still pretty real. And our hand has a lot of gas. Oh, they found... Now they're trying to force a negation. I see. No more lies. Oh, shit, what up? Hey, Lion's Eye Diamond. Thanks to the sub. Thanks for 53 months there. Appreciate you. Search your library for up to 2 Planeswalker cards. Reveal them. Put your in hand, then shuffle. Hey to Delta, thanks to the sub, thanks to 12 months. Oh, very cool, someone in Oka. Kind of didn't know there was an open going on. You think they're in for a rude awakening? I'm less sure about all that. Because they got Crocus with their Aragorn here. It's a little weird. Hey, that's not a bad one. That's not a bad one here. Just think about making a 2/2 to block. Could just let the Karn die. Yeah, it's gonna recast it so they get the Monarch back, get their card. Yeah, this Cavern's on the play though. Very fun, Ladorb. Yeah, we could play out Urza Saga on 2 into Monolith and just like set up to start activating Saga. We could also go like Plains, Grim Monolith, and then set up Shorkai activations, which might be better, it might be more winning. We'll see what the opponent does on their turn 1, You were told these caves had gems in them? They do, they do. You came to the right place, meaty hearty. You best start believing in gemstone caverns. You're in one. Opponent's got some nice card flow over there. All right, the Tank 72. What you got? Hopefully nothing too mean. Hopefully nothing unkind. Oh, we're just clamping. We're just clamping our orcs. Let's do it all. Get this Shorkai rolling. Try and keep up with that Skull Clamp, I don't mind sacking Crystal Vein. It's kind of like sacking a Lotus Petal to get a Urza Saga activation in. Very worth, And then when the Saga dies next turn, I can go find Mana Crypt or whatever the fuck. Was Gemstone Caverns constructed playable in any format? People still play it in fucking Modern. I should hope so. It was literally in the Nadu deck that just got banned. How odd. So this spits out a 4/4. Yeah, we'll take 4, whatever. The Beast is pretty good with Cradle, though. They'll be able to flip it pretty easy. Yeah, the Shadow Spear is tempting for these races. It's mighty tempting, but I think we need mana, Mana to replace the Saga we're losing. I don't know if Mana Crypt's where it's at. Mana Crypt's kind of a lot of damage. Let's just take that Mox. 7 in. This thing's close to just being crude, right? The 1/1's crude for 3. I might play the Basalt Monolith out for free. Just play it and tap it to get one more artifact in play. Maybe I should have done that off the Grim Monolith earlier. 2 pilots and a cat. Maybe I shouldn't have looted away the Dream Mage, huh? Minsk cometh. The hamster cometh before the storm. Hey, don't you tell me where I cometh. I kind of like clamping the boo if I'm in their spot. You can use Minsk to, I don't know, grow their fucking cow. Whatever it is they're doing over there. Hey, much love to you too, Ladorb. Sure. So we want to evaluate going to 5. 5-6 range is the dead range for like a mince down tick. Oh, they're just not even serving. Wowie. Well then. Oh, I meant to play out the relic. This is alright though. I guess I still could. Why didn't they clamp at all? Why didn't they equip the clamp? Is there a better musical instrument than the humble bagpipe? The hurdy-gurdy? Hurdy-gurdy's pretty good. It's not a bad answer. I've heard they can be obnoxious to keep in tune. I don't think you even have to tune a bagpipe. Every other musical instrument? Hey now, retract. Hey now. You can't get this foot stomping with any old instrument. Bagpipes require a lot of maintenance, do they? Let's see what Google says. How much maintenance do bagpipes require? I'm sure Google AI is gonna fucking have the knowledge here. For normal blowers, not too wet, not too dry. That is not a sentence I thought I was gonna read today. A set of pipes will probably need seasoning about every 4 to 6 months. A pipe bag must be almost completely airtight in order to make the pipes pleasurable to play. There we go. Now we all know about bagpipe maintenance. Checking for air leaks, cleaning the interior of the pipes after each playing session. Oh, that's pretty real. Occasionally re-hemping the joints and seasoning the leather bag. That's what that first thing that I read about. The climate you live in impacts how often you need to season your bagpipes bag. Are we talking about bagpipes? Hell yeah, we are. Talking pipes, listen to pipes. You must not season your pipe bag enough. You gotta. It's not gonna be pleasurable to play if you don't season the pipe bag. Wonder what my opponent's doing over there. Having a nice think. It's good to have a nice think every once in a while. I try to avoid it, but every once in a while it's alright. I win the thing. Go me. Yeah, Damnation definitely staying in here, huh? Maybe I'll bring that Wandering Emperor in. Fall from Favor looks fucking dangerous as hell. Oh, what about Bitter Triumph and Bone Shards? Those are reasonable cards. Let's get Ghost Vacuum again. Let's get this Coveted Jewel. I think it's going to be a little too easy for the opponent to nab it. Let's play like a removal spell. Yeah, I like the instant speed one better than the sorcery one. Plus, you don't have to discard with this one. It can be nice. Oh yeah, Jinsaku. That does not surprise me. It sounds like a complicated tune. Glad we've got some pipe fingering experts in the chat. You want a link? Sure, I can link you. The name of the artist is Beolach. B-E-O, and it's got one of those little European dashes above the O, and then Lach, L-A-C-H. You know, one of them foreigner markings above the O there. This is not a keepable hand. How about that? I don't know. Yeah, this is good, right? We go turn 1 Rafine's Tower and then turn 2 Talisman to Aether Spellbomb off the Saga and start activating. One of them there vowel indication devices, exactly. It's like you got yourself a O that's surprised or has a really good idea. A little light bulb above it. This here is an imprinting hamster. Not one of them hard casting hamsters. Imprinting Minsk is a declaration of intent. I think it's a declaration of I don't have any fucking red sources in my hand. That's that's what it looks like to me. I'm very jealous of their academy. You ever been jealous of a land before? Denmark? Fair enough. They got the Academy and Cradle thing going on. They have all the mana in the goddamn universe, huh? So greedy. Why not share some of that mana? Oofed. I think that's just about scoop worthy, huh? I can clamp up this, pop my Saga, make cats draw cards. You got me, you got me. I'll admit it. I know what I've been got. Sometimes they just want it more than you. It's like another borderline mulligan, Haste up, Commander Dorm. I like this Urza's Saga, but it sure would be nicer if it came along with like a Mox or a Mana Crypt, Here we don't even have a red source. Opponent's been pretty explosive too. It's possible it should be a Malm. Just look for like a turn 1 Twister or something more explosive than this. But does not be the matchup for it. Well, that's a very beatable turn 1 comparatively. Not the turn 2 I was planning on, and potentially very bad. Oh no. Accidentally F6 there. Thinking here for a sec. I want to run out the gadget here, and I do want to double block their Generous. Yeah, I guess I play the Saga, Yeah, Attack Staff definitely saved the day there. I wonder if we end up not activating There's a Saga. Could Mind Twist for 4. Could Might Stone and Weak Stone. Yeah. How are my armpits doing? Pretty well. Pretty reasonable. Opponent's got some fucking mana to work with here. Oh, hate that for me. Guess you got me. Hey, Director Dodd. Thanks for 21 months. I'm largely having a good night. I gotta kill that plunder. This is too good against what I'm doing, what I'm about. Oh, she went up. Hey, Dukowski. Thanks for 67 months there. Appreciate you. If we can somehow untap with this Gadgeteer, Currency converter, sure. Are we looting? Oddity, okay. Kind of surprised the Death Grader didn't serve there too. One awkward thing is that cracking these clues does shrink my construct here. Still think it's correct. We might draw into something else awesome. Yeah, it's already sweet. Could play Zerda. I think what I want to do... Well, Mind Twist isn't that good against the currency converter. I guess it kind of is. Yeah, let's just play Zerda and leave a Bitter Triumph. And say fuck the Mind Twist. The Gadgeteer could actually serve. Maybe that's good. Oh yeah, new tech's always tricky, Whirlwind. Been there. Oops. Leave it on the big chonker there, If they play two bangers next turn, then we'll know we should have Mind Twisted them. We'll see. Opponent did not want Wheel of Fortune here. Oh, Liberator's pretty good. Liberator's pretty good here. Thanks, babe. Got a nice salad here for dinner. I'm kind of stoked about that. Oh, they got the Skull Clamp Liberator combo again. Little barbecue, chicken, ranch. Looks like there's roasted corn in here. A lot of things that Caleb loves. All in one salad. Clamping up a storm over there. Hopefully we can get a draw 7. Might go nice with our infinite mana. Fuck. Yeah, really need a little something something here, huh? I think I'm just dead. Oh yeah, how much better would Rakdos' return be than this Mind Twist, huh? Wait, they just let the mints die? They must have some plan for that guy's cradle, huh? Nope, they just had 2 lanes and a Nurse's Bauble. Yeah, I was expecting a double block on my Zerta there. Kinda interesting. Maybe they didn't want to get blown down by a removal spell and then a double block. They might have just clicked through blockers too. Very easy to do. Especially if you like look at our clock differential here. Damn, got me. Yeah, I guess we live if we block the blue, but then they draw 2. Then we're not untapping with our Gadgeteer. Yeah, Trinket Mage would have found me an artifact and would have had another redraw, I guess. This hand's borderline hum. Some ramp into Mind Twist. I'm gonna send it back. Look for something a little more explosive. I think this works for me. I'm gonna bin the Gadgeteer. Hell yeah, Bulldozer. Oh, shit, what up? Hey, Duke Wiggles. Thanks for the 68 months there. I was excited for my turn 2 Coalition Relic, and then they had me covered, Turn 1, 3 mana versus turn 2, 3 mana. Ideally, we get to untap and twist away a lot of that. Big fan of just activating the relic. There's some spots where you get burned. Like Deck Fade and steal it, maybe. But I do play around the chance that I forget about it. Which I think is more likely than my opponent stealing my Coalition Relic. Yeah, I think people have messed around with Brain Surge in Modern with Miracles. That really hits the spot. Thanks for putting up with my noms, chat. Alright, let's see what you got. Makes my Strix look a little bad. Not sure if I'm supposed to do this or Karn down tick. I'm gonna spin the Urza before I play my land here. Good chance the hits land, right? And I have not forgotten Ladorb's Song Request. Let's fire this up. This is Daniel Norgren live at AB. Looks like the opponent was just kicking around, hoping to find a draw 7 to pair with their Hull Breacher there. We're going to add Bitter Triumph and maybe No More Lies, huh? I'm going to leave Ghost Vacuum in. We did see a Grizzlebrand in the graveyard. Seems important. Mind Twist looked great. Almost done with this salad. Last few bites. Hand's got a bet against Hull Breacher, huh? I can clean all the shit out of my beard. Just missing a black source now, huh? Ah, damn, that was a good dinner. My stomach feels happy. Yeah, recall it up. Entomb Hum. For Echo of Eons. Would you like to flashback that Echo of Eons? It sounds pretty chill, Ladorb. I'm glad you're having a great night, Ladorb. I do hope, if you could, as a favor to me, if you could make sure you get some water before you pass out tonight. Big ol' honkin' jug of water. I always feel so much better the next day. Give the old brain some hydration. Oh, shit, what up? Hey, Blue Duck, thanks for the sub. Thanks for the 17 months. That's an interesting Bob serve, huh? I have won the flip. So Time Twister is actually cheaper than Time Spiral. Because we only have 2 lanes on tap. Go Gadgeteer. We did counter their Entomb and their Ancestral Recall, and yeah, draw 7 did a whole lot of good, hum. Always yield that Gadgeteer, hum. Draw a couple more cards, why not? I think it is Tricky Mage for... We don't have Ballista in here, huh? Let's go get like Mox Diamond or something. I guess the Aether Spellbomb's 2 cards. Maybe that would have been better. I can't quite play this Urza. I'm a blue short. Why aren't you a Mox Sapphire? Let's go ahead and untap the Monolith and pass the turn. If I had a land drop, then my land would be highlighted. You see how Time Spiral and Urza are highlighted in my hand? Because those are plays. The land drops are not highlighted because I've made one this turn. Got some nice emotion in his voice, huh? Wishclaw Talisman. Interesting. They could put a Wishclaw activation on the stack and stack it to the Thopter Foundry. Make sure I don't get a tutor. Well, gonna do a lot of stuff here. Six cards, please. Grizzle Randy sort of the meat in the bin over there. I think I might be far enough this time, Spiral. Despite all my monkeying around. Is there a bit in the Spiral? No, I would time out trying to flip my deck over. I think. Maybe not. Already played my land and everything. I guess if I play out Zerda, then Urza spins don't cost that much mana. The thing is, you can like Spiral pre or post, you know, doesn't really matter. But you exile your lands here, and you like kind of run into danger of decking, I think. Maybe I'm just supposed to crack some clues. But if that's the case, I think it's better to Spiral first. So I can attempt to rebuy this Sword of the Meek by sacking an artifact. They chose not to. Yeah, how bad would it have been to exile the Urza Saga to Urza home? We do want to find Mind Twist again, though, I think. Hey, that's a good draw. That's a good rip. Sacrifice your one thing, please. Couple more cards, why not? Yeah, I think I want to leave it at like, what, 5 or 6 cards? I think that'll be alright. Keeping the opponent in mind that the opponent's got Ancestral Recall in their deck, though, so this might just be about where we want to end up. I'll give this a cycle. Mostly looking for Mind Twist here. Yeah, I think this is fine, huh? Not as good as a Mind Twist, but it would be really awkward to die to Ancestral Recall. Oh, very cool. Wait. There's a Vamp Tutor. Kind of feels like one, maybe. Oh, just make it a 1/1? Odd. Maybe they forgot that the sword got shuffled back in. Because Sack of the Witchclaw made sense to me when they still had the sword in their graveyard. I think they might have missed that. Priority hold issue. Well, it's not their turn, so they can't activate Witchclaw Talisman anyway. Yep, I'm at 13. Oh, they want that coveted jewel. I see. Yeah, it all makes sense now, huh? Yeah, I couldn't have stopped that with the spell bomb. There's 2 of them. Makes it difficult to kill the opponent. If they sack the coveted jewel to the Thopter Foundry to get a blocker to live, though, if they do that, then I won't have to worry about drawing it. Opponent gets to see my very impressive hand here. A creature token of their choice. What? Okay. I think they think that's going to get my construct, and it is not. It is not going to do that. I don't think I can choose to not do this. Yeah, we're dead to recall at this point. There's nothing I can do about it, which is a real bummer to me. Vacuum the Strix to avoid drawing. Oh yeah, that would have been solid. I guess this can cruise Shorekai. So when I counter recall, they have 6 mana. Recall is a fucking 1 mana card. We do have damage. I have 5 cards in my library. The Coveted Jewel comes over to me. Plus Ancestral Recall, 6 cards, right? Hell yeah. They have to sack the jewel to not die. Not if they had recall, Helior. We would literally deck before we killed them. Wondering if this Hull Breacher's bait or not. They also might just not have recall in hand, Jewel is not on damage. Leak and bounce if they pay. I mean, I don't particularly want to draw the 3 cards. So the issue with casting the No More Lies is that it does leave me dead to recall, if they do have a recall in their hand. Hull Breacher does save us from the draw, but we're not dead to the draw if they don't have recall. If they don't have recall in hand, then the No More Lies wins the game, right? Because currently, if the Hull Breacher resolves, they get 3 blockers. They get to sack the Coveted Jewel, and then sack the Thopter Foundry to itself, and then block with the Hull Breacher, which is 3 blockers. And we've got this Zerda we can activate. We have the Aether Spellbomb that can bounce 2 of the 3, but then they can block the 17/17, and then they take... Yeah, looks like they still take it. Yeah, let's let the Hull Breacher resolve. No, they gain 2. They go up to 14. Right. And they'd be taking 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage. So close, huh? So very close. I think I'm fine letting them take another turn. Are they sacking the Coveted Jewel and such? Yeah, it's all fine. Cool stuff. And not a bad deck at all, huh? Not a bad deck at all.